Okay, so before the break, we said that to check for simplify or not, okay, you want to make sure there's no perfect square and no radical in the denominator, okay? Sometimes perfect cube if it's a cube root, okay? So the two conditions. So now we are going to actually simplify it, okay? So if there's a perfect square, we want to make it no perfect square. So for example, for question 8, here, all right? So 180 is quite a big number, right? So first we want to see if there's perfect square inside. So we're gonna break it down, okay? So 180, we can start with the 2, right? Divide by 180 divided by 2 give you 90. We can continue from there. Can use another 2, that makes it 45. Okay. Now, what number can divide into 45? 2 doesn't work anymore. Okay, what's the next number we could use? Angeline?
5,
Sure, okay. And what do you get?
9,
9, okay. And then what else can you divide into 9?
3,
3 and then 3, okay. And then finally the last 3 is a prime number, so we stop there. So as you can see, we have perfect square over here, right? Because that's a 4. 4 is a perfect square. And then 3 times 3, that's another perfect square. So this one is not simplified yet. So what we are going to do, okay, because this is the first question, okay, I'm just gonna go more detail, but I will explain how to do it faster, okay? So first I'll write out all the factors. So 2 times 2 times a 5 times a 3 times a 3. So if it's multiplying, we can split the radicals, okay? So if you look at here, this is a perfect square. So I'm gonna group them together. This is another perfect square, I'll group them, okay? So I'm going to split it into 3 radicals. 2 times 2 is the 4. The 5 is alone, right, by itself. And then 3 times 3 is a 9. Okay, any questions so far? The 2 and 2 makes the 4, 3 times 3 makes the 9. The 5 is alone, so it stays by itself. Okay, so because it's a perfect square, so square root of 4 will be 2. 5 still stays inside. The 9, square root of that is a 3 because it's perfect square. So that turns out to be a 6 square root 5. Okay, so we have a 6 on the outside. So in the future, how do we go from there, right, from the question to here faster? So what you do is from 180, you break it down first, right? Once you, from the chart here, you see you have pair of 2, so you know the 2 can go out. You see a pair of 3, so 3 can go out. So once you see what goes out, then you can write out the answer right away, okay? So you could skip the steps in the middle. Just by reading the chart, you can tell what is able to go out, okay? Only pairs. Pairs go out, okay? Outside the radical, put it in front. So 2 goes out, 3 goes out, they multiply together to make the 3. Okay, if it's a cube root, then instead of pairs, we need triplets. Okay, you need perfect cube in order to leave the radical sign. So same idea, right? So this time, I'll let you guys to break down the factors, okay, by yourself. And we're going to do it the faster way, right? So we draw the chart on the side, okay? 540. Okay, so please break it down into factors, and we are looking for triplets. So please raise your hand after you got all the factors. Okay, I'm gonna do the first one. Okay, you could do a 2, so 270. Okay, let's let's check the chart. Okay, Tony, what numbers did you use for dividing into 270?
I used 2 again.
Yeah, and then
I got 1, 3, and 5.
okay, and then what should we do now?
Keep on factoring
Yeah,
by 5,
okay,
which is 2 and 3.
2 and 3. Are you sure?
And 2 and 7.
Yeah, 2 and 7.
And then it's 3
Mm-hmm.
and 9.
Yeah,
And then it's 3, 3.
yeah. Okay, so we have a pair of 2. Don't forget to have cube roots. Okay, don't forget the little 3 on the outside. So 2 squared, right? Because 2 2s, a pair of 2 times a 5 times a triplet of 3, right? 3 times 3 times 3. Okay, so Wilson, from here, which number is able to go out and leave the radical?
2.
This is a cube root, right? Cube root, then you need something.
3, 3.
Yeah, okay, so this one can go out, okay? So you, when it goes out, the cube will cancel out with the cube root, so you're left with 3 on the outside. Don't forget it's a cube root. Whatever that's not enough to come out, you have to multiply all together. So 2 times 2 is 4 times 5, so 20. Okay, so you have a triplet that goes out. Okay, so your final answer is this one. Okay, the question A, I just explained it in more detail to explain to you why it goes out. Okay, but when you're actually doing the work, you could just read the chart and then see, there are 3 of the same thing for cube roots. So the 3 goes outside. Whatever that's left over, you just multiply inside. Okay. So for the following question, you have cube root, you have 4th root. 4th root, that means you need 4 of the same to go out. Okay. So we are going to do up to question L. Okay, because for the last 3 questions has letters, right? Variables. So we'll go back and explain question C before you try the variable ones. Okay, so please do the following question A to L. And then like before, I will assign names to each question and you can write down your answers, okay? Oh, before you move on, okay, there's one little trick I can show you, okay, to shorten your work. So if you take a look here, let's see. Okay, so for example, like 180. Okay, I'll go over on the top. Okay. So this question, let's look at the top. Another way, okay, to make it a little bit shorter, so you can apply it to your work. Okay. So suppose, like for 180, okay, the safest way is just to start with 2, right? But when you have a very large number, sometimes it takes a long time to divide. Okay, so sometimes I could use something bigger. Okay, so for example, I'm gonna use 6. Okay, if I do 6, then that will be 30. And then I can use another 6 because we're looking for a perfect square, right? And then give you a 5. And 5 is a prime number, so we know we can stop there. So right away, I see I have a pair of 6. So the 6 can go out. Okay, so that gives you 6 on the outside, left over is a 5. So you can see it depending on what you choose, okay, you can save a little bit of time. But then the risk that you take is if you choose something bigger than 2 to divide, right, you use 6, you might miss the thing inside because inside the 6, there are 2 and 3. Okay, so sometimes, right, if you divide it and there's no pair, then you have to look at the inside. Okay, 2 and 3, 2 and 3. Okay, look at what's underneath each number. If you use a bigger number, sometimes you won't be able to see the pair right away. Okay, so safest way is to use the 2, 3, 5. Okay, all the prime numbers. All right, so when you finish up to L, you can raise your hand. Should probably take about, I don't know, maximum 10 minutes. Okay, should be enough. And remember to raise your hand if you finished. Okay, you guys may begin to write your answer, okay, on the screen now. So I see there are many different ways, right, to find the factors. Very good. What does it say?
Sorry.
Yeah.
And Jason,
Yes, Tony.
I'm a bit confused. What do I do on L?
Okay, so because it's a fourth rule, right?
Yeah.
So you need 4 of the same number as one group to go out. Do you see anything that has 4 same numbers?
2.
Okay, so this part, right? You have
Yeah.
4, 2. So those one will go out.
Oh, they will go. Okay.
Okay, and then you think about what's left inside, okay, and what's outside.
Okay. No problem. Okay.
Okay, Mackenzie, do you see your questions? You are doing question I. Mackenzie, are you there? You can just write out the final answer then, okay? Okay, don't forget the, yeah, very good. Okay, the cube root, the little 3. Yeah. Okay, so are we all done? Let's quickly go over, okay? And for some of the work, if it's possible to make it easier, make it faster, then I'll show you how you can do it. Otherwise, most of the work are pretty good, all right? So for question A, so this is a factor tree, right? So we have a pair of 2 that goes out, so you get 2 root 3. Yeah, okay, very good, that's correct. And then the next one, you have pair of 3, so you get 3 square root 6, good. Okay, for 288, okay, and this, if we use 2, you can see that it's quite long, right? Even though it's still manageable, right? But quite long. So let's take a look if I can make it shorter in any way. So if I do 288 and use 2, and then you get 144. And if you're familiar with the perfect square, and then the moment I see 144, then I remember 144 can be 12 times 12. Because what we want is to get perfect square, right? So if you are able to recognize some of the perfect square numbers, then you can use it, right? So 144 is a perfect square number. So right away, you get a pair of 12. Then 12 can go out, okay? So sometimes this will happen, then it gets very fast and very lucky, right? Okay, next one. Yeah, so 9 times 5, same thing, right? So you see a 9, 9 can go out, so you get 3, okay? This one, same thing, question E, 36, okay? Gets a 6 to go out. Okay, for question F, so Isabella's answer here, right? She broke down into 2s and 5s and 3s, right? So if I do this one, if I use, instead of 2 first, I use 3 first. Now I'll see that I get 100. Okay, is 100 a perfect square, Isabella?
Yes,
Okay, what times what can give you 100?
10.
Yeah, so right away I have a pair of 10, right? So 10 can go out directly. See, you can get the same answer, okay? So sometimes you can think about if I can make this kind of thing happen. But it still works, right? If you do the safe way. And then next one is 3 root 10, pair of 3, very good. Okay, now starting from H, we have a cube root, right? So 3 goes out, very good. Okay, for 108, you can do 2, 54, 2, 27. And then I see 27 is a perfect cube. So 3 can go out, okay? So 3 goes out, meets with the -4. And left with 4 inside, okay? Very good. So -12 on the outside. So when the number goes out, you need to multiply. Okay, 250, we have a 5 goes out, means the 2, makes a 10. Very good. All right, and then K is you have 4 2s. Yeah, good. And last one. Yeah, okay, oh, perfect. I think you guys all got it. Okay, so can you raise your hand if you're ready to move away from here? Okay, we're gonna take a look at variables. Because once I clear the screen, all the work will disappear, okay? If you need to write down the work. Okay, please raise your hand if you are done writing down stuff. Okay, Anya and Mackenzie, do you need more time?
Sorry, I thought I raised it, but I accidentally unraised my hand.
Okay, that's all right. Right, so let me clear the writing now, right? Now you understand how to find pairs and triplet for number. Same thing with variables, same idea, okay? What we have here is a square root. So you look at inside, right? The 8. Okay, hold on. All right, here we go. Okay, so we have the 8, the x, and the y, right? So if it's a square root, we need pairs, right? So for the 8, we'll do the factor on the side, or you can do it in the head, right? 8 is not a big number, so we know it's 2, 2, 2, right? So we have a pairs of 2 to go out, right? Now for variable, we also need pairs. So when you see x to the 7, or let me write the 2 cube instead, okay? X to the 7 means you have x, 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 right? And then one more, 7 of them. The y mean y to the 5, you have y, 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 y. Okay, so we want pairs. So you think about how many pairs can be taken out from 7. So you can do 7 divided by 2, right? So you can get at least 3. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 x's to go out. And then for the y, 1 group, 2 group, right? 2 pairs of y. And for the 2 cube, you get 1 pair, right? So you just write down whatever that can go out. So 2 can go outside. 3 x's can go out. So that makes the outside become 6 of them, because there were already x to the cube on the outside waiting, right? There's already 1 y on the outside. You get 2 more added on. So you get y to the cube. Okay? And then multiply with the square root. Whatever left inside, you have a 2. You have just 1 x and 1 y. So it's the same ideas with the numbers, okay? Except it's just left it in exponents, okay? So if it's a cube root, then you find out how many 3, group of 3 can go out. Okay, so if you understand how to do the numbers, this is not too much harder. Okay, any questions? So we're gonna do the following 3 questions by yourself. Okay, so you can raise your hand when you are done, right? All right, I don't know how many of you are already on question O, but please take a look at question O. What do you think this little 3 doing there? What's that 3 for? Is that the exponent or is that cube root?
I'm pretty sure that's cube root.
Like, how do you tell? How do you tell if it's a cube root or is it a cube?
it's slightly more down.
Yeah, very good. Okay, so you look at the height, okay? So it's more closer to the symbol, okay? So if it's like cube root, if it's cube, it will look like this. Same height as the square, and then have a square root, okay? Compare with the question. Slightly lower, I'm making it more obvious, okay? So these two are different. So in this question is a cube root, okay? This one. So be careful when you are reading the question, right? The little 3 there. All right, and yeah, what's your final answer for M?
Do you want me to write it down?
No, you can just say it out, I'll write it.
Oh, okay. 5x to the power of 2.
5x squared, and then,
Y,
yeah.
z to the power of 2.
Mhm.
And then square root 3xy.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, Wilson. So tonight you're
Yeah.
handling, right? Okay. Yeah. Got it. Okay, and question N. Jenny, what's your final answer?
N,
Yeah, the next one.
I got 12 m to the 4, n to the 8, p, and square root 3n.
Okay. All right, I will go over the first two. Okay, so for 75, you can have 5 to go out. Okay, for the extra 5, because we are looking for pairs, you get 2 pairs. So that's why x squared. Okay, and for y cube, you can get 1 pair. For the z, you get 2 pairs, so nothing's left inside. Okay, so this one is good. Okay. Yeah, well, not so much work to show, right? Except you can show the factoring for 75. Other than that, right? For variable, not much to show. For 108, 108. So Jenny, what number goes out from 108?
2 and 3.
Okay, so that's a 6 then, right?
Yes.
Okay, so 2 times 2 times 3, and then we have n. Okay, for the n, we can have 7 pairs, right? So times n to the 7. And p times p, you could have 4. Oh, p nothing, right? P doesn't have any pairs. M has 4 pairs. Yeah. So left with 3n. Okay. How are you? How are you guys doing? Still working on the last one, question O. Naomi, what's your last answer?
4x squared y to the power 5, 2 to the power
We're y5 and then
2 to the power 3,
z to the 3.
and root 3 4.
Root, so cube root.
Yeah,
Okay.
4x squared.
Good. Okay. Yeah, very good. Okay. Okay, so that's all. Okay, some of you are maybe still working on it. Okay, if you have trouble getting the answer, you can stay after to ask me, and I'll show the steps. Okay, and today, after today, we have a spring break, and you guys will come back on April 2nd. Okay, so it's quite a long break. The homework will be about the same amount as usual, just a little bit more. Okay, so make sure you don't leave it all during the last week. Okay, so hopefully you hand in somewhere in between, like in 2 weeks. Okay, and other than that, I'm still just missing homework from Naomi, Shania, and Tony, and everyone else. You can enjoy your spring break. Okay, have a good one.
Thank you.
After the break.
Thank
handed
you.
it.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye.
You.
Jason,
Yeah,
I handed in homework 21.
okay, okay, good.
I handed it in.
Yeah, I saw it. Thank you, Naomi.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
And I'm still a bit confused for the variable square root thing.
For the last 3 questions,
Yeah,
okay, which one are you working on?
I'm working on typically on n.
On question N?
Yeah,
Okay, so for the 108, the number, you know how we got the 2 to the 3 to come out, 2 and 3 come out?
I think we did the factoring thing, right?
Yeah, okay, so the number part is okay, right?
Yeah, the number part is okay.
So if you are confused about the variable, right? For example, like m to the 8, then you just list them out. M, right? M, list them all out. If you're very confused, and then you start circling. Because
Okay.
it's a square root. So what do we need to go out?
We need to get the groups
Groups of
of
what? 2 or
of
3?
groups of
How many m a group?
2.
Yeah, we need 2 m's together, right? Pairs.
Yeah.
So we get 1 pair, right? Keep going, right? 2
2
pair,
paired,
yeah,
3 pair,
pair,
and eventually 4 pair, right?
right? And then there's nothing left. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so that's why you have m to the 4 on the outside.
Okay.
So you do the same thing for the n, okay?
Okay.
If you want to really list them out to see how many pair can go out.
Okay.
Because you have n to the 15, that's quite a lot to list. Or you can divide by 2, right? You want to see how many 2 fit,
Yeah.
right? So you can also do dividing. It's like you take the 8, right, for the m. 8 divided by 2 is 4. So that's why you have m to the 4.
Yeah, but like if you were given to 15, right, and then you're dividing by 2, you end up with a decimal number.
Yeah, so don't do decimal, just find the remainder, right? How many, when you divide by 2, what do you get?
And we get like 7 point.
No decimal, okay? Just tell me what's the remainder after you get 7.
Oh, 1 and 2.
1.
1, yeah.
Where's the 2 come from?
Oh, I was talking about the quotient or something.
So the remainder is 1, right?
Okay.
So you left with 1 extra inside. You have 7 pairs of n. So that's why it's n to the 7.
Oh.
And then
Oh, okay.
1 n left over, right?
Okay.
N
Okay.
is 1 n to the 1 on the inside.
Okay.
You see that now?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, that's much better.
Yeah. Okay, Kat.
How do you do O?
O. Okay. So O. Do you get the number part for the 256?
I got 64 times 4.
64 times 4. Sure. Yeah. So 60 times 4. 64 is that perfect cube?
Q.
Perfect.
4 times 4 times 4.
Yeah. So 64, you can bring the 4 out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why we have a 4 at the front, and you have a single 4 inside. Follow so far?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So now for the variables, let's start with the x. Okay. Inside we have 8 of them, and we need triplets to go out, right? We need 3 x's a group, 3 x's one group. So how many group of x can we make?
3.
Let's write them all out. Okay, 8 of them. X, 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 x. Right, total 8.
Yeah.
We need 3 of them in a circle. How many circles?
Oh, 2.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, okay. That's okay.
X squared and then 2 x's left inside. Make sense? Yeah. You know how to do the y?
No, I understand now.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you. Oh my God.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
See you in April.
Yeah. Yeah, see you in April. Enjoy your break.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Jason,
Yeah.
I'll send you the the homework 22 later
Okay.
because I need to work on the last question, the last few questions.
Yeah. How many?
1, 2, 3, 5. Yeah, 5. And I just need to double check on 2 more questions and that's it.
Okay. Yeah, you have to hand it in because last time you said you were handing 21, but you didn't.
Yeah, but I finished it though.
Yeah. So
I
remember to
just-
submit it. Okay.
I just
I
left
can
it
mark
there.
Yeah, because I need time to mark them to return it to you. Okay.
Okay,
Okay. Bye, Tony.
bye-bye.
Hi, Jason. So for the homework for this week, this week, I don't understand like
You mean
Yeah.
these ones? On page
yeah,
Yeah.
like which one was it again? Oh yeah, 165.
169. Okay. We did that in the notes, right? In class, remember?
Yeah, but like I didn't fully write it down
Yeah, over here, and it's on the screen now.
because it's just the one question I didn't get
Yeah.
carefully. And like my parents, I asked them to do it, but like they got like kind of like different answers.
You mean
Alright.
for this question right now?
Yeah,
So they didn't get 12?
they got like 11 or something. I forgot.
Okay. Yeah, it should be 12. Okay. Well, take a look at the steps. You can write it down. And then let me know if any step doesn't make sense to you.
Okay. Oh, I get it now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
So
Yeah.
do you know what they did differently? Your friend?
No, it's like I don't know, like I forgot what answer they had, but like because my book sometimes it gets photo like some parts of the book is like photocopied wrong.
Oh, I see.
So like on the one that we did is like one, you see like for the bottom part, it's 1/3.
Yeah,
Like-
1/3. Yeah,
Yeah, to
exponent.
the power of 1/3. For the one on the homework, it says 1/2.
Yeah. Let me see.
No, for my copy.
Oh, yeah, let me check. 1/2. One question 165.
Yeah, it's like
So-
1/2
Oh.
now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because for the radical, like today's page, it's like all blank. I could send you a picture of it later. It's
Mhm.
like all blank and the whole page is missing.
So one page missing, is it?
It's like for some, yeah. Or some are like shifted down, or like one page is like completely gone.
Oh, okay. So sometimes I think the machine probably they caught up with paper, right? Or maybe it catches two paper at once and miss one page.
Yeah, because I knew we went through it and I was like telling my parents that.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was like today morning that we realized what the problem was.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So in the homework, if you're missing a page, you can just text me and then I can send you the picture.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's just this one question I didn't understand. Like not understand, but like, got confused about.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And I have one question about like math like in general. So
Sure.
like what is like the highest like course of math that SLM teaches?
Calculus, AP calculus.
Oh, AP calculus. So that's like just Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
AP calculus and calculus 12 are different.
Yeah, I know. Because calculus, wait, AP calculus and calculus 12
Yeah, are different.
or pre-calculus 12, you mean?
And pre-calculus 12 are different. There are three different courses. One, I'll write it down. We have the AP Calc, right? We have the Calc 12. We have the pre-calc 12.
Oh, so what's the difference between AP and a normal like calculus 12?
So calculus 12 is simpler, like less content. Probably I would say like 80% or 85% of the what you learn in AP calculus like goes not as deep as AP calculus. Okay, and calculus you can just you take it at school and then you get a mark for it, but you cannot you don't take the AP exam for Calc 12. Okay, now if you take the AP calculus, you can take the exam at the beginning of May each year, and if you get a 5, then you can use that credit to waive your first semester in the university.
Oh, so it's just like, so AP is just like you get credits for it, I guess.
Get credits, yeah. If you pass the exam with a good mark, then yeah. So basically, you save your time when you go to university, or you get a better mark. You can retake it again when you go to university, right? Because it's learning basically same thing as the first year.
Oh,
But
okay.
calculus 12 is kind of like giving you a roughly idea, but doesn't go as detailed in some chapters. But at least after you take calculus 12, when you learn it again in university, it won't be that hard because you have been exposed to it.
Yeah, because our school has AP calculus,
Yeah.
but we don't have normal calculus 12, because that's not like a required prerequisite course for
Yeah.
university.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
Some school has it, some school doesn't.
Yeah. And my mom also asked the principal because for this year,
Mhm.
my like math 11 grades are like that high, and I chose to retake it.
Yeah.
And like I was wondering like because like I feel like my foundation of like math for a few units like I think radicals were one of them, but it was like trigonometry that I struggled a lot with. So that's why my mom like redid it, I think. And she's like she wants me to like take pre-cal 12 with you
Mhm.
next year while I'm doing pre-cal 11 in school.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I just want like a brief idea maybe of like the paths that I could choose.
Okay.
Yeah.
So right now your grade you're in grade 11, right? Are
Oh,
you?
I'm in grade 10
Oh, you're
actually.
grade 10. Okay, so you're already learning ahead of your grade, right?
Yeah.
Yes. You finished pre-cal 11, right? Is it?
Yeah, I finished pre-cal 11. Yeah.
Yeah, so next year, like September, you will take pre-cal 12. Or you will take pre-cal 11 again, right?
Yeah, but I'll take pre-cal 12 with you.
Yeah. So then you can learn before you do it in school, right?
Yeah, because I want to take pre-cal 11 for first semester, so I could take pre-cal 12 for second semester. So maybe I could like maybe go into AP
Yeah, when you are in grade
12.
12. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds like a good plan.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. I'll send it to you later after I talk to my parents about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
problem.
Okay. Thank you. Have a good break.
Yeah, you too. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.